Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. Been a hot minute. I said I was gonna get back and do more YouTube videos, really, but look at my habit tracker, man. Like, I've been doing most things consistently, but then like the YouTube, the one day I did it when I released that other video, but yeah, ever since then I've just not really been doing it. I've not been reading consistently as well. I'm not meditating consistently as well, and yeah, as you've seen, the channel's kind of slowed down. I've kind of slowed down. I, hmm, I've kind of just not really been on self improvement as consistently as I have been. And like I said in my other video, I guess that happens with like paths or time periods in your life as well. You're on self improvement, but I I don't know. I kind of want to make a video. I kind of got challenged the other day on something that I thought I had down intellectually, right? So I was talking to a friend, well, I say a friend, a person I met online who was sort of into the same stuff about Buddhism and like, well, not Buddhism, but they're more Hinduism focused, but it's sort of non-duality, all that sort of stuff about mindfulness, spirituality, that kind of thing. And I sort of talked about, I understood, I was saying stuff, but yeah, I understand, like, sensations are transient and all this sort of stuff. And then I talked about my self improvement, and then like they said, well, what do you mean self improvement? When you understand there is no self, what is there to improve? And I was fundamentally shook. I was triggered. I was triggered by this whole sentiment because like you guys see, I get so passionate about all this stuff because it's benefited my life immensely. But then to be triggered on that kind of point, and then when I start talking about, instead of instant gratification to delayed gratification, they said, oh, so you've changed your instant gratification to delayed gratification. That's still gratification in a sense. And it just shook me. It fundamentally really shook my foundation of what I understood. Because, I have an ego. I like to think, you know, I rest on my laurels a bit, and I like to think that I have some kind of like grasping of spirituality or understanding of kind of, I don't know, just non-dualism or like, I don't know, not non-dualism exactly. I got my foot in the water of spirituality, and I like to think that, because I meditate, and because I do yoga, and because I take cold showers, and because I do pranayama, I have some kind of understanding of this life, this transience, like how strange fundamentally everything is, right? But then to be kind of like challenged by someone who really, that I'm not trying to call them out or anything, but like there's someone who doesn't do the same things I do. They're not someone who's not on self improvement, and that's fine. Not everyone needs to be on self improvement, but there's someone who, I mean, I don't even know them that well, to be honest. This is the thing, right? But it was just the fact that they didn't even meditate. Well, they meditate for like 5 minutes, like compared to my hour. And I know I should be like doing kind of dick measuring with like meditation and whatnot. But I mean, just because I do these actions doesn't mean I have a kind of true understanding. And yet this person had a real grasp in it because they understood that all these things, even the things I work for, I was kind of falling back on, oh, I've done this and that, I got hired for this job, things going well in this area of my life. But even that is like a juggler show, It's like something that you're meant to see and be delighted with, but not attach yourself to the process, And it really struck out my beliefs. It really struck that, yeah, I set goals. I love working toward goals. I love, what is it, as David Data says in The Way of the Superior Man, the man wants to go into the mission and die in the mission, what is the next goal, what is the next mission? That is something so important, I think, to like to my growth at the very least. And like I couldn't fundamentally accept or swallow this other person's point of view, who we could agree on a lot of different things, but on the fundamental level there's no self to improve. That's what they were saying. We could agree on like mindfulness and meditation and spirituality and like non-dual thinking and understanding transience and all these sorts of things, but we couldn't really agree on self-improvement. And I don't think self-improvement has been a waste of time, mind you, or I don't think self-improvement is not necessary. It's clearly benefited my life in many ways. It's and that's the thing. I'm stuck at this place where I'm kind of almost like I can't really get over the I'm challenged. I'm fundamentally challenged because I thought I had something. I thought I had some level of realization. I thought I had some level of competency in this. I don't even know what that even means, to be perfectly honest, to have some level of competency in this. This isn't even something to grasp on. It's something, as soon as you think you have it, it slips through your hands. I'm annoyed. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm annoyed because I feel like I feel like a fraud. I feel like I've just been saying these things about non-dualism and spirituality and mindfulness, but not really living them because I believe in self-improvement. I don't really know what exactly I'm trying to make clear with this point. Maybe I'm just trying to narrate to myself my views that I get. Yeah, on a fundamental, essentialist level, there is no self. That is true. Like, I was just given a name and born to this patch of land, and given a, there isn't fundamentally the garden is kind of literally an idea I have in my head. This body, this mind, it's not fundamentally mine. And it's not. I'm not going to take it with me. A practice I do is when I sort of sit in meditation and say, the destiny or the fate of my body is to grow old and sick and die. And that's something that helps me kind of realize this is kind of all transient. Why am I so attaching myself to this process though? Why am I so? Why did I get so defensive with this person? Why was I so angry? I didn't say it there, but I was kind of angry afterwards. I thought, how dare this person? How dare they question my understanding of it? These old excuses. I've been meditating for 10 years. I've got that laurels to rest on. And this person who doesn't even meditates for 5 minutes, who had me banged to rights because they said, why are you clinging to this idea of self? Why are you so proud of these goals and things you've achieved? And this is something I'm not going to be able to resolve, to be honest. I don't think I can. But what it has done is really pushed me. It's really pushed me to say, okay, you know what? I didn't do shit yesterday as well, to be honest. I really didn't do shit. I'm going to have to realistically, I think, go back into doing YouTube daily because that makes me accountable to you guys. It makes me accountable to the audience, And I love talking to you guys because it helps me think, it helps me process stuff, it helps me get more better at self-improvement, really. And even if there isn't a self, I have this body and I have this mind, and I just feel like I've been using self-improvement as a tool, or no, I've been using meditation and spirituality as a tool to improve myself, whereas I guess I'm putting the cart before the horse in a sense, because it really is, meditation and spirituality is a way to help you separate yourself from the conception of self. It's a way to make you understand that this self that we have isn't really real. I mean, language kind of breaks down here, when you try and get to these deep concepts. But what I feel in meditation, is that when this reality, this presence, who is actually having this body, who is having this experience right now? And I say me, but then who is that me? There's a Zen phrase I love, which is, what was your original face before your mother and father were born? And that's like what is the sound when a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there to hear it? It's something to get you out of that intellectual thinking, that intellectual mind, I don't really have all the answers, but I am grateful to be challenged on this because it's called into question everything. Why am I doing self-improvement if I say there is no self? I mean, there is a self, there's this body, but why am I doing it? Because I'm still attaching myself to my results. And I get so much satisfaction and so much joy and so much pleasure from these delayed gratification activities. And yet there's still gratification. There's a lesser of two evils, I have to put it as. It's fundamentally the lesser of two evils. And I don't think I can really convince this person that I'm right as much as I want to. And why do I need to, anyways? Why must I? There's no real gain or benefit from doing that. Why must I be right? Why must I be correct? This is someone whose opinions we kind of very much agreed on, then fundamentally differed. And it's brought me to a place of uncomfort and discomfort, but it's also brought me to a place of wanting to do more self-improvement stuff because I know the work's got to carry on. I've been really slacking. I've been putting myself off, and I've been kind of resting on my laurels because just because we've got this fancy job coming up doesn't really mean I've done anything or I've completed anything or nothing's really changed, I don't know if this really answered my question or gave me anything, but this kind of helped me get these feelings out at the very least. And at the very least say, I kind of realise I need to be doing more self-improvement stuff because they help me uncover my spirituality. They help me uncover my authentic self. I'm living in my authentic self when I do all these things, And I understand on the fundamental level, this self is transient and not really here. It's something I need to put down. It's a tool fundamentally, and I've not put down that tool of self. But yeah, thank you guys. I hope you all have a good day and all of you take care. Mwah. See ya.